All right, folks, here we are. Almost to the day, kind of 1 year after the conversation that kicked this whole thing off. My best friend Travis, who you guys know as Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, he and I both work for the same company. We work remotely. He's down in Texas, I'm in Arkansas. But on a lunch break one time, we were having a discussion, and as you guys know, I paint a lot, and he was talking about like legacy, because you know he's like, you're gonna have all this art and all these paintings out there, and he was just kind of worried that he wasn't gonna have anything out there, so the conversation was, well, what do you want to do? And it led to making a movie. So within this hour-long conversation, we fleshed out a movie. We fleshed out, like, I'd say 75% of the story of what the Anointed became. And then he took that story and he started writing the script, and it was just like, he just had the creative epiphany, like the explosion, like he a creatigasm. Is that, I don't know, something like that. But that dude like wrote and wrote and wrote, and he came up with a whole script, and then we started reaching out to our friends, Hefty and JJ up in New York, and they were all about it. It's they're big horror buff, horror movie fans, and to be a part of making a horror movie was kind of their dream. So we got them on board. Travis flew him down to Arkansas, and then Hefty knew this guy named Sam, and Sam ended up being this awesome metal worker and an extreme horror buff. I think him and Hefty are probably the two biggest horror buffs in our group. But he ended up, man, being like invaluable to this whole thing. So he flew down on his own. And we scheduled all this for this past June. It took us from October to June to get everything set. And then I knew Todd Fisher, not only from the local comic book conventions and stuff, where he does an awesome Joker, he does some other characters. I know he does a lot of acting, and our kids went to college together. So I reached out to Todd to see if he wanted to be part of the movie. And then Todd brought in Gabby Nagel, because like the role of Delilah, that was kind of a cursed role, man. It just kept going from one person to the next person to the next person. And at the last second, Todd brought in Gabby, and she ended up just absolutely nailing it, killing the role. So that was miraculous. Todd, of course, it was amazing as the preacher. I'm not spoiling anything. You can plainly see that he's the preacher, and then it just all started taking shape. I brought in a ton of my family, like most of my immediate family's in the movie. Todd brought in his friends and neighbors, and Gabby brought in some of her family to fill out the cast of extras for the movie. So we wrote the script Travis wrote the script in October. We started planning, doing remote table reads. Everybody would get together on Discord. We would read through the script, act everything out. And then in June, man, it was time. It was time. We had 5 days of shooting, and we shot the movie in 4.5 days. Shot the whole dang movie in 4.5 days. And it was it was an experience that I'll never forget. It was hot, Arkansas in June. It was humid. It was playing hell with the cameras and the equipment. And then, it was just, the weather was miserable, but we were all having the time of our lives. And everybody brought it. Like, everybody that's on screen brought it. You could feel the passion in it. Other than Todd and Gabby, none of the rest of us had ever acted before. But, man, I'm more than proud of what we put on the screen. This is a future me here, who didn't unmute his microphone. I want to talk a little bit more about all the people that showed up and acted in this movie, because I don't think I rambled enough before in playing this back. So Hefty comes in, and it's been his dream to be in a horror movie, and he got to do everything I think he ever wanted to do. And dude was amazing. He brought it. I would say probably him and Travis brought it the hardest in the movie. Gabby, just awesome, professional. The scenes that she is in, I think, are really going to move people. Todd, of course, like his sermon is a sight to behold. JJ had a nice little role in this, and he did an awesome job. And for you folks that don't know, like his stutter, his stammer is real. He's not doing that for the movie, if you don't know him. My nephew Jason was in the movie, and that, like, the role of Paul was kind of another cursed role. And then he brought his cousin Kevin in, and then Kevin kind of stole the show in one scene. You'll see. He's the guy on the guitar. But then, like, my mom, my sister, some more of my nephews, my daughter, and my granddaughter, and my grandson, and my wife are all in the movie as well. Travis, his wife, his daughter, they're in the movie. It's just, it's amazing. Devin did an awesome job. Amber was in the movie with us, and I can't thank you enough, Amber, because I know it's the last thing in the world you wanted to do. But thank you, Amber, and thank you, Devin. And then we got to talk about Beanie. I've known Beanie since she was a little kid. I knew her through YouTube. Her mom and dad, especially her mom, like Cindy, her mom, Cindy, I would say is, if not one of the first, probably she's got to be one of the first people I ever met on YouTube. And she just became my sister immediately as soon as I met her on YouTube. I can't tell you how much I love Cindy. And then we got to meet Cindy and her husband Mike and Beanie when Beanie was quite a bit younger. We all went to Nashville and met. And we just immediately tried to steal Beanie away from Cindy because we loved Beanie. We took her in as another kid. But Beanie flew out here by herself with her mama's camera equipment. And thank you, Cindy, for letting us borrow some equipment. Beanie came in for a major role in this movie, and she did an amazing job. She also helped with, like, all the makeup and just kind of anything else we needed. And Sam did a lot of the makeup work. Gabby helped me make some guts. We made guts out of spray foam and some acrylic paint and a lot of nastiness. And then we got the only kind of professional level prosthetics we had, Travis got. And I won't spoil what those are, but we had no idea how to apply those either. And thank goodness for Todd and Beanie and Sam and Gabby, who all knew how to apply that stuff, because we had no idea. But I just wanted to interject right here and give a special thank you to all you folks who helped us out with this. Thank you so much, and you will forever be part of the Anointed family, and I love you very much. So we get all the filming done. It was an amazing experience. We all got to meet, we hung out, we become family, and then it was time for everybody to go home. So then everybody goes home, and I've got 2 external hard drives filled with hundreds of gigabytes of video footage. And us being novices, we'd never made a movie before. It's literally like 1,000,000 5 to 10 second clips that I had to edit together as a movie. So I took 3 or 4 days after everybody left before I just wanted to decompress. And then I started diving into editing this movie. Well, the first week I spent, I got a full-time job over here, but I spent about 60 hours that first week editing. And lesson learned, I pretty much hit like a burnout phase after about 3 weeks of that stuff. And the hardest part is kind of really stitching everything together. Once you get into the fun part, the filters and doing all the kind of effects and stuff like that, that's kind of the fun part. But the hard part is stitching everything together, and we made that extremely hard by the way we shot this, because we didn't know any better. We had cameras, we had cell phone footage, iPhone, we had all kinds of different footage, GoPros, and then we had to stitch all this together and make it all look like one single source. And I would say by early August, I finally just reached out to Travis, and I'm like, hey, can you help me stitch these scenes together? And he actually stitched, I believe it was from Suicide Rock, like the last half of the movie. He stitched that together. Then he sent me the files. We found out how to share everything over on a cloud drive. But then he would send me the project files, and then we would finish it up from there. Now, my artistic style and Travis's artistic style are pretty different. So there was a lot of compromise, right? And that's the other part. It seems like you want to move forward really fast, and if it was just one person, you could do that, but we had to compromise on a lot of things. And that takes a lot. Like, you go a little bit forward, then you go a little bit back, a little bit forward. But we got it done, right? We got the movie finished. And then Sam comes in. Not only is he the prop master, camera angle guy, and JJ did an amazing job on the camera too. Like some of those Dutch angles and stuff. Awesome. Sam comes in, and we had already kind of established from the beginning that Sam was going to do the score for the movie. So he had been writing some music, and it came kind of nut-cutting time about mid-September, because we had promised all you folks a premiere on Halloween night. And last weekend, which was the last weekend in September, Travis and Sam and I, we pulled an all-nighter, and Sam's writing music like on the fly, and we get the movie done. Like, it's done with a score. Travis built the credits, and it's done. Like, and then I made a random Facebook post on the Independent Horror Filmmakers Facebook group, and within a few minutes, this guy Shane Michaels reaches out to me, and he's a distributor, right? So Shane and I, because I'd made a post about finishing the movie, and he runs Blood Pact Films, so go out there and check out Blood Pact Films. But he's a distributor. He's been in the game for 20 plus years, and he knows how to do this. So he reaches out to us, and then that night, Shane, Travis, and I, we do a watch through of the movie because we want to make sure he likes it. Like, we don't know if it's good or not good. Like, and he was blown away. Like, he genuinely enjoyed it. He was giggling, he was clapping, he was cheering. That was probably the best feeling in the world for Travis and I. Other than, like we did a cast viewing. The whole cast got together and we watched the final product. I think it was that Saturday after we finished it. And that was an amazing experience. I loved seeing people see the fruits of their labors. But anyway, so Shane watches the movie. He's blown away. He loves it. He wants to distribute it. So paperwork's done. Blood Pact Films is now the official home of the Anointed. 18 Hertz Studio is still our studio, and we got like 5 movies, stewing around. But it's an amazing thing. The Anointed film for the next 5 years is Blood Pact Films' baby. And that was I've sold paintings before, and I've had to sit and hold a painting before I let the people walk off with it so I could just look at it one more time. And Travis got to feel that last night when we signed the papers and emailed everything off, because he got to think about his movie, his baby, and just for a few seconds more, it got to be ours. Then we clicked send, and now it's Blood Pact Films for the next 5 years. And this being our first movie, it's kind of a no-lose thing. We could do most of the things that Blood Pact is doing, but we don't have the connections. We haven't been in the game. And this is our first movie. Travis and I emptied out, I know I emptied out my savings account. I went from being comfortable and not being check to check to all of a sudden like, ooh, that's not good. Like I'm rebuilding now, but man, I wiped myself out making this movie. Travis put as much or more money than I did into this thing. And then not only just the movie, but just the thousands of dollars. Like, people don't realize how much it costs to actually put the business part of this together. Oh, look at that. It's almost time to go to work. The business aspect of buying the business, the studio, the website, the legal fees, the filings. We put a lot of money into that. So The Anointed is a family project. It's out there on Blood Pact Films. It will be shortly. He wants to time it so that at the same time we do our premiere on YouTube, that it's available out there. Shane is a great guy. He worked it out with us so we can still do the premiere on the Halloween weekend. So we will still be showing that, and we'll have it for just a little while on YouTube for the Halloween weekend. You'll be able to see the movie. We're still doing the premiere on Halloween night, and it'll be on Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic's channel. Todd, the preacher, is actually getting married at my house that night. Sam, he's got a big event going on that night. I don't know if he wants me to talk about what he's got going on, but it's a pretty similar thing. We got a lot of stuff going on, but Halloween night, we are still going to premiere the movie. It is still a passion project, and I love and thank from the bottom of my heart everybody that helped us make that happen. You will forever be part of the Anointed family. 18 Hertz Studio, Travis and I, we're going to march forward, and we want to bring as many of those people into our projects as we can. And we want to make it a family affair. The 18 Hertz Studio, man, it's kind of weird to think about. A year ago, it was just a conversation, and now it's happened. The movie is sold to distribution. It's in the can. I can't thank people enough for coming in and doing all these acting and stuff for free. It's a passion project, and if this takes off, you betcha we're going to try to make everybody as successful in this realm as we can. Because I can tell you one thing, I always talk about time being short. When you really realize that is when you do something like making this movie. When we were making this movie, it felt exactly right. It felt exactly like what we were supposed to be doing the entire time. And when you feel that feeling, it's hard to go back. And you start thinking about, why wasn't I doing this the whole time? Well, that doesn't matter. Start from now and do the thing that feels right. And to all you other creative minds and filmmakers, artists, if you need help, if you in any way need help or advice, or I can tell you about all the stuff we screwed up, let me know. But that's where we're at right now. I feel amazing. The movie's in the can. It's in distribution. It'll be out soon. You guys will get to see it on YouTube Halloween weekend for a free preview weekend, we'll call it. Then it'll be on Blood Pact Films website. And he will have physical and digital copies, and he's going to handle the merch and everything. So it's an amazing thing, because, man, I don't think Travis and I's minds could handle much more right now. So it's an amazing thing. It's a good deal. He's a straightforward guy, Shane over there at Blood Pack, and it's for the love of the game, and it's because it feels right. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and tell you what it was like to get up off our butts and make an independent horror movie. Y'all take care.